Hi everybody, it's Eileen. So it's kind of a chilly morning today and I really wanted something warm for lunch. So I decided that I would make soup. So of course, because anyone who knows me very well knows that I love to cook from what's in the pantry, So in this episode of Eileen's Cooking Again, I'm going to be finishing up my cauliflower and potato soup. Now I've already got it started. So what I've done, this is our rock crock, it's our Dutch oven. And so what I've done is I've already put the potatoes and the cauliflower in here. I put in my half a cup of vegetable broth. I cooked it in the microwave for 7 minutes. I cooked 11 minutes. I cooked the potatoes. I took it out. I added 7 minutes. I added the cauliflower. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mash it. Now this is our masher. Now I don't know about many of you other ones, but one of my biggest challenges when you're using a masher is gotta have them. Where do you store it? Because it takes so much room. Okay, so look at this. It flips down flat to fit it in my utensil holder or in my drawer. Gotta have this. And it's nice and sturdy because it's all stainless steel. Okay, so we're going to flip this up, like so. I'm going to go ahead and mash my cauliflower. Now, here's one of the things that I have always loved to do, and I learned this from my mom, is I'm a firm believer of just let me cook once, and I want to eat 10 times. Now, not necessarily can you get by eating 10 times every time you cook, but I'm looking for my little scraper that I had. Oh, we'll just add another one. So, with this recipe, this cauliflower and potato one, now, guys, I could easily just follow the recipe. And I'm actually kind of behaving because I am, which is really out of my character. So, let me finish this. So, I'm going to get this in the milk, and then I'll tell you what I'm going to do. So, I already have about 2 tablespoons of butter. It's what was needed to be dumped out, was in the holder. Here's 3 cups of milk. We're going to pour that in, right? I love the fact of using the cauliflower because you're going to get that extra wonderful flavor, right? So you get the flavor that you want. Here's the other thing that I really like about doing it too, because I know that for a lot of people, what they're doing is they're watching how many carbs they eat, but we also need to get our vegetables. So your cauliflower is going to help you get that. So I'm also adding a teaspoon. Actually I need a tablespoon, so we'll just grab, a teaspoon plus a table, it'll be fine. Don't worry. Of my 3 onion mix. We're going to put this in here. I'm going to put this back in the microwave. I added the butter, I added my milk, I added my 3 onions. It's going back in the microwave for about 4 to 5 minutes because we want to make sure, it'll look yummy, we want to make sure it cooks up. So into the microwave it goes, and then I'll tell you a little bit more what I was doing while this is cooking, okay? Let me set my microwave. Okay, so one of the reasons that cauliflower sometimes can have kind of that bitter flavor that not everybody loves, but when you cook your cauliflower with the milk, it neutralizes the flavor. So now it's going to blend with the potatoes. It is going to give you so much, you're not going to notice it, right? It's just going to blend in right with the potatoes. So that's really great. So when I was cutting up the potatoes, I went ahead and I pulled out one of my 3 vegetable peelers. Hey, aren't these cute? And I can actually see them in it. So you've got your serrated, you've got one that's going to do your long strips, and this is just your regular vegetable peeler. And they come in here. And then this is one of our color-coded knives, and this is the paring knife. What makes these knives different from a lot of other ones is because of them being the coating on them, your food doesn't stick. Favorite thing, everything sharp has a cover. And anyone who knows me knows, that's really important because probably nobody can cut themselves better than me. I know. Which is why when I would do my cooking shows, I someday plan on doing that again. Never left home without a lot of Band-Aids. Because, well, I'm a klutz. Okay, so then what I did is I pulled out my garnisher. this is our new version. We had one when I first started. It was straight, but here's what's really great. So I left a little bit of cauliflower. So when I went ahead and cut my cauliflower, when you use the garnisher, you want to do like a rocking motion, okay? So you just kind of want to slide through. And that way you get these little words. Okay, so so here's the deal. If you've ever been to a cooking show of mine, type that in the bottom, have attended, or tell me if you actually had fun at my cooking shows, because I know a lot of you have. Teresa and Susie are watching me live. I've done cooking shows for both of them, so I know they've been there. Okay, so now I'm doing them live on videos, and I'm also doing Zoom cooking shows too, because as we know, I can't come to your house, but I can cook this way. So it's the next best thing, guys. So I can wear you out on this way, opposed to when I was sitting in your house, because you guys tell me that. I know that. Okay, so I went ahead and used my garnisher. The reason for the garnisher, you guys, is because when you use the garnisher, what it does, it creates little ridges in your food, whether it's your potatoes, it's your carrots, your cauliflower, right? When you put your seasonings in it, or if you're making a salad, those ridges, the seasonings and like the oils, they will attach to them. And that's why you do it. But you also use this, if you're gonna cut up like fresh fruit, you could do apples and pears and watermelon and muskmelons. Yes, spring is gonna come again. Or you could cut up your cheese. Why would you buy, little cubey things when you could just buy a block, cut part of it up into cubes, put it in the refrigerator in the small of our cool and serve squares, put the other one, put the fresh vegetables, and now you create inside of your refrigerator your very own safe, right? Fresh, yes, salad bar. It's in the fridge. So you could do you could put some different types of cheeses in there. You could put some apples, you could put some strawberries, you could put some pears in there. If you're gonna do like apples or pears, spritz them with a little bit of lemon juice or lemon juice. Gives it a little tart, but it also keeps them from turning brown. Or you could add some carrots and things too in it too. Great idea, right? You could even take it to work with you. Such a great idea. Okay, so told you about this. This is really like one of the coolest things that we came out with this one. Okay, the other thing is when you're measuring, you need great measuring cups. Now, these come in a set of a 4, and they come in a 3. They come in a 1, 2, 4, okay? But here's what I love about these so much, you guys, is because the numbers, they're made out of acrylic, the numbers are between the layers. Because how many of us have ever had those glass measuring cups and then we wash them in the dishwasher, right? Because we know that's our favorite place to wash our dishes, and then you can't read a darn thing. So I've owned these for, oh my gosh, probably 15 plus years, I bet, and I can still read. And the reason is because the numbers are in. When you read it, you set it down flat, you look straight in, and you can see exactly what you want. The other great thing is the fact that they are acrylic, so I can warm everything up, even up to a boil, in the microwave. These little nylon handle here, you pull it out and you don't burn your fingers. Because I do that too. We know that. Okay, and then these are the measuring spoons that I used, okay? So this goes from an 1/8 to a teaspoon. This is a teaspoon to a tablespoon. So all those measurements, like when you're trying to have to do an 1/8 of a quarter, 3/4, a half a teaspoon, 1 and 2. Don't worry, you just do it. Now, remember to take them apart, because otherwise you'll have little green men growing in them. And we do not want little green men growing, okay? So don't do that either. Okay, then what I had pulled out is I went ahead and I pulled out, this is my silicone containers, and they come with a lid. These, I call them my squishy wishy ones, because it's got the measurements, right? But I can also put them into my, into the microwave, and they come with lids so I can store food in the refrigerator. So handy. Okay, let me grab my rock out of the microwave. Okay. Okay, so here's the other great thing, right? This smells good, you guys. Oh, how nice it would be if you could all come and visit me, but, and cook with me. Wouldn't that be great? One day. Okay, so let me show you what this looks like. This is, let me see. Okay, so it's got the milk and everything in here. Now, if you wanted to make this creamier, what I could do is pull out my electric blender and put it all in the blender. I actually could have cooked it all in the blender, and then it would have been really nice and creamy. But I kind of wanted the chunks today, and that's why I didn't use my deluxe cooking blender. Here's the other nice thing about doing this. Okay. Okay. So see, if I want it, I can even smash it some more. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to temper my sour cream, okay? So I'm going to move this off to the side for a bit, okay? And I've got it underneath the silicone, so I'm going to move this over here so I don't break my lid, because that would not be a smart idea. Okay, this is our small of our measure-alls. Okay, so I've had lots of people tell me they couldn't get them to come down. Well, here's the thing. There's a little tiny button. Every single one has one. Trust me, I've been told for years that they did. Yes, it does. Put your thumb here and press down and it releases. So here's the cool thing. When you press down, you can adjust this for you're going to be able to do your solids. When you do it flat, this is for your liquids, right? So it's dual. So this is a 1 cup, there's a 2 cup, and then there's one that's the baby one that's it's only a quarter of a cup. And that's the perfect size, because how many times have you needed to measure out only like a half a cup of sour cream or peanut butter or honey or molasses, right? And they stick and you can't get it out. So this makes it really easy. Okay, so when you're tempering, what we want to do is you want to add some of this hot liquid to the sour cream, and then you can stir it up. Now, of course, well, because we know we're cooking with meat, right? So I did not have a full half a cup of sour cream, but you know what? That's okay, because here's what I'm going to do, you guys. I am going to take some of my cream cheese, right? Because I have cream cheese in the refrigerator. The reason I put the sour cream in is because it gives us this nice and, creamy flavor, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some cream cheese to it, because the cream cheese will help me do the same thing. Okay, so this is not. So I'm going to grab my little old, where is it? Okay, here it is. All right, these stainless steel whisks are the best. People have asked me, do I need the little one? Of course you do. You need the big 10-inch, but you gotta get this little one. This little one here, you guys, is like perfect. Why? Because I can mix things up in small containers, right? Now, here is something really great that we're doing, and it's called our taste buds system. Because you'll notice my 3-onion dip is not in a normal bottle that all of our seasonings. Well, here's the thing. We now have this great subscription program, you guys, and it's called Taste Buds. So what it is every single month, you can go ahead, you can sign up for our subscription. Every month, you get usually three different seasonings. You're going to get, they come in a little pouch like that, so you can try them out. The fun thing is we don't know what we're getting. That's what's fun. You're going to get recipes, and you're also going to get cooking tips. So here's what they look like when they come. I know they're up here. Here they are. Okay, so these are some of the ones that I got in the past. Okay, so this one here was for my urban onion pot roast. Gorgeous picture, right? Recipe on the back. So with some veggies, my onion burgers. 3-onion rub, put that in the hamburger, then make them up, eat what you're going to, freeze the rest, and then you can pop them up whenever you want. But here's the other really fun thing, is they come with great cooking tips, right? And I love the fact because it gives me more ideas, and if you fall in love with the seasonings, just let me know, and then we can order you the full-size bottles, right? So ordering now, you're gonna get them for February. They ship out between the 1st and the 10th of the month. You have them before the 15th. And the nice thing is you can go ahead and sign up for 1, 3, or you can do 6 months, right? So it's kind of like up to you what you want to do. So this is one of the other things that I have. Let me find my scissors. You know, it's not like I don't own lots of kitchen shears. You know what I do, right? Okay, so let me open these. So I'm just going to snip this open. Okay, so this is our pea protein, and this is one of our vegetables. So what I'm going to do, you guys, let me grab my little tablespoon one, is I am going to put some pea protein into my soup. And the reason is because of the fact I want to add some protein to my meal, right? The person in my house who does not eat, well, he eats protein, but he should eat more fiber. And pea protein is great for protein, which helps your digestive system, right? And stuff. And then we have the kale and fiber. Kale and fiber, I like to add to a lot of things because it gives me that extra fiber in the vegetables. But I've noticed with Mark, because it turns my food green, I have to be a little trickier because he knows. But he doesn't know that I add pea protein. So I'm adding about 1 tablespoon is like a serving. So I added about 4 servings to this. So here's why I did this. Now that I went ahead and I added my pea protein to this, I'm going to be able to add some fiber. So my protein, because I've got lots of fiber because of my the cauliflower and the potatoes, but now you guys, I was able to go ahead and add some extra protein to it, right? So now I have potato soup ready to go, and it's in the rock. So here's the other really nice thing. I'm ready to eat this. Mark is taking a nap right now, so he's not, but here's a great thing. I'm gonna take this, put this on my slow cooker, right? I can put it on warm, and now it'll be ready for when I want to go ahead and eat it, right? And one of the things that I love about having the slow cooker base that goes with the Dutch oven rock, which is what this one is because, as we know, in so many of our lives, when we have time to make dinner and when we're eating dinner are not the same thing. So using my slow cooker that goes with the rock, I can use my rock in the microwave. I can use it on the stovetop, the grill, the oven, the broiler, and also as a slow cooker. So I can cook with it. I can cook it on high, on low, or I can keep it warm. The versatility is just so great. So let me know. Let me know what you think of my recipe. When you check back, I'm going to put the recipes in the comment so that way, in some of the pictures of the things that I made, so that way you'll be able to find it. If there is a special recipe or a particular product that you would love for me to make a recipe with, put that in the comments or message me, because my goal is to start doing this like weekly, okay? That's my 2021 goal. So thank you all so much for joining Eileen's Cooking Again with What's in the Pantry. Leave me a comment so I know if you watched me live or if you watched me later, and even more, make my recipe, take a photo, post it, tag it, because I love to see people. Oh, here's another great idea. Obviously, I have more soup than I can eat for 2 people. So here's my other thing about eat once, eat 10 times, right? So here's the other idea. You could go ahead and shred some carrots and add it the next day, have some carrots in it. You could take this and add some bacon to it at another meal. You could take this recipe, add some frozen corn, add some cooked chicken, add some Southwestern seasoning, and now you have another totally different recipe, right? So you could add some broccoli to this with some cheddar cheese on top of it. I think you're getting the idea, right? So think of this. Here's your base soup. You could change this up for different lunches and different dinners for the whole entire week. So even though you actually cooked once, you can cook 10 different times because, hello, that makes our life better. Thank you all so much for joining me today. And until again, I'll see you again when Eileen's cooking in the kitchen with what's ever in her pantry. Have a great afternoon, everybody. Bye.